Hi everyone, welcome to Relax and Restore Yoga. I'm Nikita and I'm an instructor here at Karsa, and I will be leading you through the next 30 minutes. So I invite you to pay attention to your body during this yoga class and pay attention to how you're feeling. So if you need to back out of a pose or take a variation, I invite you to do so. Otherwise, I will be your guide. So when you're ready, come to a comfortable seated position. You can be cross-legged or on your knees and begin to close your eyes. You can bring your hands to your knees or your thighs if that's comfortable. And begin to notice how your body is feeling today. See if you can relax some of the tension in your forehead or your jaw. You may be able to release your shoulders down your spine. You may be able to release your sit bones towards the floor and your knees towards the mat. And notice the breath as it comes and goes through the body. As you close your eyes, begin to visualize how it's moving through your lungs, how it's moving on the inhale and the exhale. And we'll actually begin with a box breathing activity. So on the inhale, you will count to a comfortable number that works for you, perhaps 4 or 5. And then you'll pause for 4 or 5, and then exhale for 4 or 5, and then pause for 4 or 5. So I will guide you through the first one. If you can't keep up with your breath, just breathe more fluidly and take your time. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Come back to normal breathing and know that that practice is always there for you. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold, and continue. What that does is it regulates the nervous system and balances the heart rate. Excellent. And so when you're ready, you can begin to open your eyes and bring your wrists, your hands out in front of you. We'll do some wrist circles. This is excellent for people who work at a computer all day. So begin to make circles with your wrists and try to make them as long and fluid as you can, the movements. As if you were scooping some peanut butter out of a big jar with all your fingertips, really getting all of the corners. Try to make it long and fluid. You may notice some cracks and then switch directions. And see if you can slow the movements with your breath. Good. Notice anywhere that it's more rigid and see if you can slow down. Beautiful. Bring your palms towards you. Really stretch through those wrists and then your palms away from you. Good. Palms toward you. And then palms away from you. One more. Excellent. Nice work. Bring your fingertips to your shoulders and draw elbow circles. So bring your elbows toward one another and up. Inhale. And exhale back and down. Try to make them fluid, these movements. Big inhale, forward and up. Exhale back and down. Beautiful. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale back and down. One more in this direction. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Excellent. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, forward and down, switching directions. Inhale, back and up. Good. Getting full range of motion in those shoulders. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Excellent. Nice job. Beautiful work. Lovely. And then bring your hands out in front of you. Touch the floor if you can. And then bring your arms all the way overhead. And with as much shoulder rotation as you can, bring your hands back and down behind you. Good. Activate those arm muscles. Activate the back muscles. Inhale back. Exhale down. Good. Inhale up and back. Good. Inhale up and forward and down. Good. If you need to pause to get greater range of motion, feel free. Make them as slow as you like. Good. We'll do one more forward. And one more back. Inhale, up and back. Good, and then release. Bring your fingertips out to the left side. And this can also be done on your knees, but if you're on your knees, feel free to make your way to a seated position if it's more comfortable for you. And then walk your fingertips out to the left. Reach your right arm all the way alongside your ear and extend through those fingertips and the side body. You can gaze under your right armpit and then continue to allow the knees to fall towards the floor. Take 3 breaths here. Option always to close the eyes in this relax and restore yoga class. Good. And then bring your right arm all the way back alongside you. This time walk the right fingertips out beside you. Lift the left all the way towards the sky. Extend through those fingers, extend through that arm, and gaze underneath the left armpit. Relax through the right shoulder. Allow it to fall heavy towards the floor. While keeping strength in that right arm, it holds you in place. Good. Continue opening the chest to the front of the room. If you'd like to, you can close your eyes. Good. One more breath. Extend through those fingertips. Inhale, come all the way back up. Excellent job. And now this time we will look to our left, stretching through the neck. Take a full breath here. And then gaze forward, look to the right. Good, and then gaze forward, one more on each side, look to the left. Beautiful, look forward and look to the right. Good, and then begin to draw a circle with your chin, bring the chin down towards the chest. If you'd like to, you can pause in the center and then bring it up towards the left. Good. Exhale, bring it down towards the center of your chest. Pause if you like. And then gaze over the right shoulder. Good, excellent. And then back to center. Wonderful. Come to a standing position. We'll come into a warm-up. And when you arrive, allow the feet to be placed about hip-width distance apart. So we'll come through some slow sun salutations. So feel free to make these as active or passive as you like, but always stay safe. If you're finding this is warming you up too much and you're finding too much activation for this relaxation, relax and restore yoga class, just come into child's pose and begin to slow the exhale. So inhale, arms overhead, palms together. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise to a flat back. Exhale, plant both hands, step both feet back, lower the knees, chest, and chin to the floor. And then lower all the way to the floor, untuck the toes. Inhale, draw the shoulders towards the spine. Gaze forward, cobra pose. Option always to come into full upward dog with straight arms. Good. Exhale through tabletop, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Now here, pedal your dog, so bend one knee and straighten the other. And continue to press into those palms, switch legs. You can go back and forth, bending one knee and straightening the other, and then switching sides. And when you're ready, find stillness in this pose by pressing through the hands, pressing through the heels, and lifting the sit bones toward the sky. Good. Allow the head to hang heavy. Beautiful. Full breath in and full breath out. Inhale, soften the knees, gaze towards the hands, step, walk, or hop to the front of the mat. And on the exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise all the way to standing, palms overhead, and release them by your side. Nice work. Inhale, arms overhead, palms together. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise to a flat back. Exhale, plant both hands, step both feet back, lower the knees, chest and chin, or all the way to the floor. Untuck the toes, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 full breaths. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale and exhale. And nice work. One more. Inhale and exhale. And stay. And then inhale, soften the knees, look towards the hands. Step, walk, or hop to the front of the mat. And on the exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise all the way to standing. Bring your palms overhead and release them by your side. We have one more. Inhale, arms overhead, palms together. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise to a flat back. Exhale, plant both hands, step both feet back. Lower the knees, chest and chin, or all the way to the floor. Untuck the toes, roll the shoulders back, cobra or upward dog. Nice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, take 3 full breaths. You can lengthen through those fingertips, lengthen through the backs of the legs, and then fill and empty the belly fully. Remember your intention for today. Perhaps you may take more rest. You may lengthen the exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, gaze towards the hands, soften the knees, step, walk, or hop to the front of the mat. And look forward, then fold all the way down. Inhale, arms all the way overhead, come to standing, and release the arms down by your side. Beautiful work. Excellent. Wonderful. And now we will come back into downward dog. So inhale, arms overhead, palms together. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise to a flat back, look forward. Plant your hands, step both feet back, and sit your hips back right away into downward facing dog. Again, you can pedal the dog by bending one knee and then the other. Beautiful. And then allow the head to hang heavy. You can gaze at your navel if that's comfortable for you. Beautiful. And then what we'll do is we'll actually sit the hips back, bring the knees to the floor, come into a wide-legged child's pose. Allow the forehead to meet the mat. And then allow the elbows to rest on the floor. Come back to the sound of your breath. And see if you can fingertip your hands away from you a little further, and then rest your forehead back towards the floor. Beautiful. 2 more breaths. Good. On your next inhale, gaze towards the hands, fingertip the hands all the way off the mat to the left side if it's accessible to you, and then rest the head back towards the mat. Breathe deeply into the right side body and continue to find those long, slow, fluid breaths. Good. 3 breaths here. Good. And then on the inhale, bring your hands back to center. Walk them all the way to the opposite side. Really fingertip those fingers away from you and bring your forehead to the mat. Breathe into the left side body. You may feel a nice stretch in that side. And see if you can allow your sit bones to sink deeper towards your heels. And your chest to come closer to the mat. Good. And then on the inhale, bring your hands back to center. Really stretch those arms in front. One more time, allow your forehead to come towards the mat, coming into child's pose. See if you can really reach through those armpits as well. Beautiful. Then on your next inhale, come forward into a tabletop position. And then we will tuck our left toe, strengthen through the leg, and bring your right knee towards the right wrist, coming into pigeon pose. And so option to work the foot and the calf actually more parallel to the top edge of the mat, or have the foot tucked towards you. You can sit tall, walk your hands towards your hips, shine your chest forward. Excellent. Take a full breath here, sitting tall, strengthening the muscles through the spine. And on the exhale, begin to walk your hands underneath your face. Option to stack your palms and rest your forehead, or stack your wrists and rest your forehead. Or you can simply stay up or come onto blocks. Wherever you are, see if you can find the breath. Find a place between effort and ease. Come back to the sound of your breath. And if you notice thoughts coming and going, or busyness in the mind, or busyness in the body, sensations and impulses to move in a particular way, just notice. And then come back to the fluidity of the breath. Allow that to guide your practice. Take one more full breath. Beautiful. And then walk your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, and step the right foot back to meet the left. Beautiful. And then just bring your left knee towards your left wrist. And again, walk the foot towards the side of the mat if it's comfortable for you, or if it's more comfortable to just tuck this foot underneath you. See where you can find that line between effort and ease, where you're experiencing stretch sensation but no pain. Good. And then again, walk your hands towards your hips. Allow the chest to shine forward. Strengthen through the muscles of the spine. Beautiful. Stay for a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Begin to walk your hands to the front of the mat. Continue to press through the back toes if you can, and then bring your hands to fists or stack them on top of one another and lower your forehead into pigeon pose. Beautiful. Notice what comes up for you in this pose. It's very natural for one hip to be much more strong, less flexible than the other hip. Just notice without judging or labeling, just notice. And take full, slow, fluid breaths. Reminding yourself of the benefits of your practice, of taking time to restore your body and your mind. One more breath. Good. When you're ready, you can begin to walk your hands toward your hips and just sit back onto your sit bones. Reach your legs out in front of you. We will this time point the toes and reach your arms all the way up towards the sky. Root the sit bones in towards the floor. Sit tall. And then keeping the length of the spine, if you can, begin to hinge forward at your hips. Excellent. Really keeping that length of the spine as much as you can, as if somebody were pulling your fingertips forward. And then when you feel you cannot extend any further, allow the spine to round, allow the head to come towards the legs. Option to hold a strap or a belt around your feet, or to have the hands alongside the legs or around your feet. Wherever you are, find the breath. We'll be here for 3 slow, deep breaths. Good. When that's complete, come all the way back up to a tall seated position. Release the hands alongside you. Bring the right foot in towards the inner edge of the left leg, coming into Janus Asana. So allow the knee to fall out to the side of the mat. And then again, we will find that pointed toe. If you have knee issues or you're worried, you can flex the foot. That's okay too. And then begin to allow the arms to reach up towards the sky once again. And then sit really tall, create that length in the spine and hinge forward. Good. Again, you can fold over the leg and continue to allow the opening of that right hip. Allow the head to rest towards the leg. And take 2 slow, fluid, long breaths. Noticing the sensations in the body where you may feel this stretch. Beautiful. Nice job. When you're ready, inhale all the way back up to a tall seated position. Release the arms alongside you and switch legs. So bring the left sole of the foot into the right inner thigh. Again, option to point or flex the toe. And then inhale, bring your arms all the way overhead, reach your fingertips towards the ceiling, and then begin to hinge over the right leg. When you have hinged as far as you can, allow the head to hang heavy and focus on the breath. Focus on the sensations in the body. Noticing how this pose can allow you to come to the present moment. What are you feeling? What are you noticing? What is the breath doing? What is the mind doing? And can you come back? Can you focus? Inhale, come all the way back to a seated position. Excellent. Release the arms alongside you. Beautiful. And then this time we will actually tuck our left foot in towards the right hip, and then the right leg crosses over the left. So our legs are twisted. Our left foot is planted on the floor, and the right foot is actually, the left foot is towards the right. It's actually pointed, and the right foot is planted on the floor outside the left leg. Good. can take a moment and look up at me if you need to. And then sit really tall. Try to root both sit bones into the floor. And then draw your knee towards you. Excellent. Sit tall. Draw your shoulders towards your spine. And then really place all four corners of that right foot on the mat if you can. Bring your left arm all the way overhead on the inhale. And on the exhale, cross it in between the body and the leg. And then twist. You can bring your right fingertips behind you. And if you can gaze off at the back wall. We'll take 3 slow breaths. On each inhale, see if you can sit a little bit taller. And on each exhale, see if you can twist a little bit more. Good. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. Draw your knee back into your chest and then switch legs. So right foot comes to point at the left side. So it's pointing towards the back wall. And left foot crosses over the right leg. So your feet are on opposite sides of you. And your left foot is planting in towards the floor in all four corners. Bring your hands together and draw your knee in towards your chest. Good. Sit tall. On the inhale, you can reach the right arm all the way overhead and begin to cross it over in between your leg and your body and twist. Bring your left fingertips behind you if it's accessible. And as you twist, notice if your left foot begins to lift up and see if you can root it into the mat. Good. Continue to sit tall on the inhale and twist on the exhale. Good. One more breath. Stay for the exhale. And on the inhale, untwist, draw your knee back into your chest. Excellent. And then we will come to lying on our backs. So when you arrive on your back, draw your knees in towards your chest. And then draw gentle circles with your knees, just really massaging the muscles of the lower back. You can draw circles in both directions. You can draw 8 figures with your legs. Wherever you are, just see if you can find that gentle massage of the lower spine, the muscles in the lower back. Good. And then draw your knees into your chest. Beautiful. And then we will begin to extend our legs long on the mat. Tuck the shoulder blades towards the spine and close the eyes, coming into our final pose, Shavasana. After this Shavasana, you're welcome to stay in this pose if it's serving you and if you have the time. Otherwise, I will let you know when the time is up. And as you close your eyes, begin to relax the muscles of the jaw, the forehead. Relax the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Relax the shoulders, the arms, the hands, the fingers. Relax the belly. Relax the pelvis heavy on the mat. Relax the legs, the feet, the toes. Allow the whole body to fully relax and be passive in this pose. And allow yourself to rest. And when you're ready, I invite you to slowly open your eyes and come to a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me for Rest, Relax, and Restore Yoga for 30 minutes. I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.